Night of the Creeps is a 1986 American sci-fi horror comedy movie, directed by Fred Decker, and is a B-movie that combines popular horror tropes, such as slashers, alien invasions, and zombies. Our story starts in an alien spacecraft, where we see an overgrown baby-type creature, running for his life. He is holding a large canister, and by the looks of it, his crew members are none too pleased by his actions, as they fire their cosmic ray guns in his general direction. The grimacing alien manages to secure the canister into a hole in the wall, and it is shot out into the dark depths of space. Next, we are transported to a street in 1950s America. The frat houses and sororities are a hive of activity, and we meet a hip young dude throwing stones at a window, in an attempt to gain the attention of his sweetheart. The couple drive to a popular makeout spot, to do some stargazing, before they are interrupted by a rookie cop, who informs them that an axe-wielding madman has escaped the nut house, and is on a killing spree. But the cop changes his demeanor, when he realizes that the gorgeous blonde is in fact his beau, and now she is in the arms of another man. Well, this is awkward. Undeterred, the couple go back to their stargazing, when out of nowhere, a blinding flash of light passes over their heads. The man is intrigued by what seems to be some sort of meteorite, and after he follows the road toward the likely crash site, delves into the woods to investigate, leaving his date unimpressed, and all alone in the car. In a crater amongst the bushes, he locates a canister, and as he takes a closer look, the glass smashes, and a mysterious-looking slug leaps into his gaping maw. Meanwhile, as his date calls his name from the side of the road, the aforementioned madman sneaks up on the abandoned broad, and swings his axe into her pretty little skull. Then all of a sudden, it's 1986. Not only are we treated to a splash of color, we are also brought back to the frat house and sorority-lined street from the past, and meet our main protagonist. His name is Chris, and he is accompanied by JC, his wisecracking disabled best friend. Chris is having a whinge about his ex-girlfriend, but his woes quickly melt away, when he immediately falls head over heels for a girl named Cynthia. Chris is too much of a wet flannel to strike up the courage to talk to Cynthia, so his friend JC hatches a plan to join a douchebag fraternity, which will apparently help Chris grow a pair. However, joining a fraternity is no cakewalk, no sir, and the frat, led by Cynthia's boyfriend Brad, have decided that if the two horny teenagers want to make a good impression, they have to steal a corpse and dump it outside a rival fraternity. Nice and simple. Instead of telling the frat boys to suck a fat one, the two hapless lads break into a medical center, in search of a fresh cadaver. Somehow, they stumble upon a cryogenics lab, and would you Adam and Eve it, there's that bloke from 1959 in a big frosty tube. After a bit of guesswork, JC releases the perfectly preserved stiff, with the intention of fulfilling the frat boy's request, but this popsicle ain't as dead as he seems, and grabs one of the boy's wrists. Naturally, they poo their undies, and get the hell out of the lab as quick as their legs will carry them. A medical student then finds the thawing 50s dude on the floor, and finds out the hard way, that there's still a lot of life left in him, and even a familiar slug-like creature, that has been alive inside its chilly host the whole time. So there we have it. Two teenagers reluctantly tasked with defending their campus from people possessed by alien brain parasites. An unhinged detective with a very dark past. And a delightful cameo from the legendary Dick Miller. Can Chris and Cynthia defeat the hordes of crazed jocks that threaten their chances of falling in love? Will Detective Cameron learn to battle his demons and save the day? Or will the intergalactic squirmy wormy boys infect everyone that dares to challenge their efforts of world domination? Night of the Creeps is definitely one of the better 80s B-movies out there, and in its attempt to cram various horror genres together, actually succeeds in doing so. Sure, the characters are over the top, and the dialogue is corny as hell, but this is what gives Night of the Creeps its charm. Tom Atkins, who plays the stereotypical washed-up whiskey-swilling detective, really shines in his performance, and it was great to learn the grisly truth of his horrific backstory. The special effects don't disappoint either, as we see a reanimated smiling corpse get his just desserts, parasite-infested heads exploding, and get a load of this faceless hunk. There's just something about a man in a blood-stained tuxedo that never fails to send the girls wild. Flamethrowers, shotguns, hell, even a lawnmower gets involved in the brutality. If you're looking for gory violent fun that doesn't take itself too seriously, then look no further. Night of the Creeps has it all, and you definitely won't regret giving this one a watch. But what did you make of this movie? Did it make you sit up and pay attention? Or give you a splitting headache? Let me know in the comments below, and if you liked the video, why not give it a thumbs up, or subscribe if you want to see more reviews like this one. I've been HB, the Horror Bot. Cheers babes.